Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, I'm Makiyah Michelle. Today we have another video. Welcome back to another safe place for the pretty girls episode. Girls, today we're getting into the tea. I'm talking to y'all and we're gonna have a blast. So let's do our makeup and get into it. Oh my gosh, girl, I literally sliced my finger this morning, okay? Because I was reaching my hand into my drawer and my facial razor that I used to shave my face was in there uncapped. Put my hand in my drawer and it cut me up, child. So I'm taking this band-aid off though because it's so ugly. Like, I'm actually kind of annoyed that I just did my intro with that band-aid on. But honestly, maybe the band-aid was better because my finger literally looks like something out of a horror film right now. Especially with these black nails, like, girls, 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 girls all over the world. How are my girls doing? I hope everybody is feeling so good and amazing today. Yeah, okay. So honestly, these chit chat videos have been a little bit hard for me to film recently, and I don't know why. I think I've just been overthinking it and putting a little bit too much pressure on myself. And you know what? I really had to sit down and have a conversation with myself last night. I was like, girl, at the end of the day, you are not a self-help creator. Like, I am not a self-help content creator. You know, I just be sharing my things, my feelings, my thoughts, and sometimes the girls fuck with it. You know, they take my advice, they take the words I say, and they apply it, and it helps them, and that's just it. But as far as the self-help content, it's not for me. It's not for me. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just a 20-year-old girl doing her thing or whatever, and that was just making me put too much pressure on myself. Like, not every single video I bring has to give a whole bunch of value. Sometimes I could just talk shit and have fun with my girls, and that's it. And that's actually all I want. So, y'all, right now I'm going in with my Makeupbymario Foundation. All the products will be linked in the description box. I've been really good with putting the product names and links. So please, if you have any questions of anything I didn't put in the description box, feel free to ask. But before you ask, check that description box. Like, don't piss me off, for real. Oh my gosh, y'all. Okay, we have a couple big things happening pretty soon. For one, next week, I am literally turning 21. Like, 21, I'm getting up there, y'all. Like, that is a little bit insane to me. I don't know where the time is going, but I'm turning 21 years old. And then a week after that, we are entering 2025. This year went by so fast. I can't believe we are already about to enter 2025. Like, that's insane to me. I know y'all been seeing me take a couple drinks in the past few vlogs, but we finna be able to do it legally. Love that for us. But y'all, all jokes aside, of course, when you are entering not only a new year, but a birthday as well, comes a lot of self-reflection. And for me, I always find myself asking, like, are we gonna spend another year doing the same shit? Okay? We don't want to go into these new years doing the same thing over and over and over again. It's time to switch it up when the new year comes, you know? One thing I love about the new year is the fact that it gives everybody so much motivation, so much inspiration. Everybody has their goals down and set. I love that momentum that we start the year off of with. But yeah, I'm always asking myself, like, what are we switching up for the new year? Because we just cannot spend the new year doing the same thing. Because let's think about it. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. And if there's one thing I know, is that next year I want a different result. And I might be a little bit crazy, but I for sure am not insane. So we have to go back to the drawing board. Recently, girls, I've been feeling like everything I'm doing in life is just kind of to get me by. Like, there's no area in my life where I feel like I'm really excelling, or is there an area in my life where I feel like I'm lacking at all? Everything that's being done is just kind of keeping me afloat. It feels a little bit stagnant. And one thing I do know is that in this next year, I want to see exponential growth. So, you know, the feeling stagnant isn't really going to work. And whenever I do feel stagnant or feel like this, that is just a sign to me that I've gotten way too comfortable. And that's always a red flag. Like, with somebody with as much dreams and goals as I have, feeling comfortable is a big red flag. You know, maybe I'll feel comfortable when the job's done, but the job's not finished, okay? When I'm hopping off of jets, I'll feel a little bit comfortable. Maybe. But right now, we're just not there yet. Like, this time is not now. This is not the time to be feeling comfortable. So whenever I do start to feel that way, I know it is a sign that I have to start applying some more pressure and figure something else out. Because my biggest fear is always complacency, and that's exactly what comfortability breeds. Comfortability is going to breed complacency. You know, I never want to be catching up with somebody. Wait, imagine this. Okay. Imagine you catching up with somebody, and you know, it's somebody you haven't talked to in so long. You're like, oh my gosh, girl, it's so good to see you. Like, I'm so glad we did this. We went for lunch. You know, we out to eat or whatever, y'all talking and then catching up and everything. And then they leave you and they're like, oh my gosh, she is just the same. Like, oh my gosh, nothing has changed for her. She's just the same. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I can never be a person that just stays the same. Okay. Every time you see me, something needs to be new. Something needs to be different. Oh, she's doing this. Now she's doing that. She got this, that, and the third. I cannot be complacent. Okay. Oh no, you wish I was complacent. Boy, you must have mixed up our faces. What Beyonce said. Yeah, we have no room for complacency. It's only elevation over here. If there's anything I know, it's that me a year from now, better have something to show me. Yeah, future me, Makiyah, a year from today, needs to have something to show for it. What do we spend those next 365 days doing? But honestly, that feeling of being comfortable is so easy to get sucked into. Honestly, I spoke about this before. It was in a whole nother Safe Place for the Pretty Girls episode that I accidentally deleted when I was trying to delete some older videos. This one went with it, and it was basically titled, like, Your Comfort is Detrimental. And I went in to explain, which, you know what, I might have to refilm that because it was just such a gem of a video. But anyways, I went in to explain how your brain is kind of designed to keep you comfortable. You know, even if your comfortable state isn't a situation that's good for you, your brain will kind of keep you there because of its fear of the unknown. So that's why we see so many people in like toxic relationships, toxic situationships. It's because it's what they know and it's what's familiar to them. And even though that situation is terrible, they rather that than take the leap of faith and jump into the unknown. But because we can get so accustomed to being comfortable, you know, comfortable in our habits, comfortable in our ways of thinking, comfortable in our routines, it takes a lot of discipline and work to pull yourself out of that rhythm once you've gotten used to it. And like I said, not only have I found it's easy to get comfortable with situations, but your mindsets as well. It's so easy to get used to, you know, throwing yourself a pity party and making excuses for yourself. And you know what? One thing I've really learned that year is that excuses are not real. Excuses are not real. And where there's one excuse, there's a million other. And let me tell you how I know this, okay? So during my first semester of nursing school, I had such a heavy and demanding schedule. I was in school, I was doing content, I had clinicals, I was working a job. Like, my schedule was absolutely insane, and I screamed from the rooftops every chance I got that I just didn't have enough time to do the things that I wanted to do. But then the next semester, my schedule freed up. My schedule freed up a lot. And guess what? I still wasn't doing the things I said I wanted to do. So I said, oh, I guess the schedule wasn't the problem. I guess the problem was me. It was. The problem was me. And you know what? Sometimes it's so much more empowering and freeing to just say, I'm the problem. Because guess what? If you are the problem, that means you can change it. You can change it if you're the problem. You know, too many times we put and give our power to other things. We give our power to circumstances outside of us, situations outside of us, people outside of us. We blame all these other things for the way that our life is, the way that it is, when the whole time it's us. And it's so much more empowering to just say us. Why would you want to give your power to somebody else? Why would you want to give somebody else the power to say they're making your life hell? When it really is you making your life hell. And you can fix it. Clock that for real. I know for me, when I see myself making so many excuses and being like, oh, it's because of this, why I couldn't do that, it's because of this, why I couldn't do that, I know to tell myself to cut the bullshit right away, because it's just no such thing. Like, no such thing. Unless it's a life or death situation, the excuse does not exist to me anymore. I have to cut that shit out. One thing in 2025 that I'm applying is not only no bullshit from other people, but no bullshit from myself either. You know, if I know I can do better, well, let's do better. Let's fix it. Maybe it's time to change a little bit about me. Maybe everybody else isn't the problem. Maybe it's me. So if nobody else has told you, let me be the first one to say your pity party is over, okay? That lame-ass party, stop going to that. Stop making those excuses. Stop giving me all these reasons on why you couldn't do that and couldn't do this and you couldn't start today and you'll start tomorrow. Cut that shit out, that lame-ass party, bitch. Don't go to that fucking pity party no more. But honestly, like, It's so weird because, of course, in school, I'm there to learn nursing content because I'm in nursing school, but it has literally taught me so much more outside of that because, honestly, I had to see, I really need that period of time that was really hard for me to balance everything to see how much I could truly take on. It really showed me a disciplined version of myself that maybe I wouldn't have even been able to see had I not had a schedule and a program that was so intense. And speaking of having a program that's so intense, Bookie, speaking of, y'all, I just finished my third semester of nursing school literally earlier this week. I finished it. I took all my finals. Your girl passed everything, like everything. And I'm on to my next and final semester of nursing school. Like, isn't that so insane, y'all? I was literally sitting in the same chair doing my makeup, telling y'all how I got accepted into the program, and now I'm sitting here telling y'all how I'm finishing the program. Like, I love that. For me, in May 2025, your girl will be walking across that stage. Let's clock it. Let's talk about it, okay? Mind you, I already have an outfit planned out, y'all. Like, I don't even play that. But yes, had I not been in school, I wouldn't have known how much I could really have on my plate and figure it all out. Because when you're in school, it's either you're going to do the work or you're going to get a 0. And I've also had to apply that to my life as well too. Because I noticed, I was like, wait, I get every single assignment done. I get it done on time. How come when it comes to the things that I want to do for myself, like my own personal dreams and goals, what's stopping me from getting them done and getting them on time? What I've noticed is for school, there are guaranteed rewards and there's guaranteed consequences. If I don't do something, it's guaranteed I'm going to get a 0. And if I go to school, it's guaranteed I'm going to get my degree at the end. Sometimes with your dreams, it's a little bit harder because you can't always see that guaranteed reward at the end. That's why it's a dream. But that's also why we have things like our vision boards and our affirmations and all those little tools to help us visualize what our life will look like if we stick to those dreams and goals. So I found that it's so important to keep those things in your faces. Whatever it is that you're working towards, make sure that it's something that you put effort into seeing often. So I recently just got a whiteboard, which I'm so excited about. I'm so excited to use my whiteboard in 2025 because I always write down my goals in my journal, which is great. I love journaling, but I find that, once I flip that page, I kind of never go back to it, which means I'm not looking at the goal that I set for myself. So it's not something I have to see every day and face every day, like, oh, I said I was going to do this, that, and the third. So if I have a whiteboard on display in my room, it kind of gives me a place to see everything. It's not something that I just look at once and then flip the page and it's over. I started this approach like a month ago. I was writing things down with an expo marker on my mirror, and I found that even when I wasn't doing the things that were written down, it felt so much worse to look at it every day. Like, even when you're not doing it, to look at it and be like, damn, I said I was going to do that. It really helps. Like, it really pushes you to get those things done even more. Because at the end of the day, nobody wants to break a promise to themselves. Like, that does not feel good. But just acknowledging that that was a pattern that was happening makes it so much easier for me to then go and fix it, because when you know better, you do better. Y'all, the girls have been asking me for a makeup routine for like ever, okay? And I did film it and didn't love it as per usual. Like, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to my shit. Like, when Erykah Badu said I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit, yeah, I felt that. I really am. I'm a perfectionist. It gets the best of me sometimes. I'm always trying to let go of it, but it's hard. It's hard, okay? I was gonna say I can't, but I won't say I can't, but it is hard. But I'm on my middle part. When I do my makeup routine, like, I need the hair to fall right. I need the loose curls in my face, like, what? Like, I need all of that. So just wait on the makeup routine. It's coming, because the makeup has been sitting, actually. We love it. Also, y'all, now that I'm nearing the end of my 20th year, can we jump into like a little summary of what it's been? Okay, so for one, the 20th year was just an extension of my teenage years. Like, I wasn't ready to grow up yet. Like, I'm sorry, okay. I was not ready yet. It was just a little extension to the teenage years. I'm really going to be grown at 21. Like, once I'm 21, it's like, okay, like, now we can get serious. I say that because a couple things were done for the plot in the 20th year, but in the 21st year, we're leaving the plot alone. Like, the plot has thickened, bitch. The plot has thickened, okay? A little bit too much. So, I think moving forward in the 21st year, we're leaving the plot alone, bitch. We gonna let her do what she do. I'm not gonna add nothing to her to thicken her. Like, she's thick. She's thick. like jumping in her jeans thick. Like, we gotta leave that alone. But honestly, y'all, this year has taught me so much about balancing different relationships in my life, and not only romantic relationships, but also like friendships. And I don't know, I just feel like I saw everybody in a little bit more of a different light this year. When you get older, you stop seeing people as just what they are to you. So you stop seeing somebody as like just a boyfriend, a friend, a mom, or a dad. Like, you see them as human people. These are not people that are just fulfilling a role in your life. No. These are human beings who are also figuring life out for the first time, just like you. So the grace that I have with people, which I've always had grace with people, but this year it felt a little bit different for me. I'm balancing how to have grace with other people while not allowing the grace to get the best of me, and make sure I'm not getting taken advantage of, because that is something that happens when you have grace and empathy for other people. People really will take your kindness for weakness, and they will try it. They will try your card. So this year I was definitely learning how to balance that, you know, when to have grace and when to say no. Okay, guys, so we have finished our makeup. This is our final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future posts. You can also follow me on all my social medias. They're always listed down below. And with that being said, I love you all, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah.